Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Treneediann. If this is the first video that you are clicking on, I asked you guys to ask me some questions over on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are following me so you can participate in future Q&As. I got quite a few questions, so I'm really excited to answer these. So the first question that I have is from my cousin, and it says, who is your favorite cousin? Zara is my favorite cousin because you asked me that question. Second question is, what is your dream job? My dream job, I don't really have a dream job. So when I was growing up, I wanted to be a teacher because my mom's a teacher, and then I wanted to be a nurse, but then I saw a little girl bust her knee open when I was working at the YMCA a couple years back, and that made me realize that I do not want to be a nurse or anything in the medical field. I don't really have a dream job anymore. Right now I'm kind of just focusing on like the hobbies that I enjoy doing, and I guess I'm still kind of figuring that one out. So when I figure it out, hopefully it's something that I enjoy doing. Next question I have is, what is your favorite hobby and where do I want to travel this year? My favorite hobby would probably be, as of recently, reading. I've been really loving reading lately. I am flying through Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and I flew through it. It Ends With Us. I would say reading, and then making TikToks is another fun one for me. I guess making any type of social media content. And then where do I want to travel this year? So this year I really want to go to New York and DC, but I don't know if that's gonna happen just because Laval got a new job and so he can't really travel for a while. And then we also have plans to go to Mexico with one of our friends' families, so that would be really fun. So hopefully DC, New York, Mexico, and then Disneyland for Christmas. Sorry if my voice is kind of iffy. The Billie Eilish concert was this past weekend and I lost my voice, so kind of struggling. The next question is, how do you stay motivated at the gym / good beginner workouts? I always say that it's never motivation. You will be motivated sometimes, but it's more so like discipline. I'm never really motivated to go to the gym. I just go because I want to go. So maybe think about why you want to go to the gym. If that's gaining weight like I am, or losing weight, or you want to get stronger, find that why and then go off of that. But in terms of like motivation, I would say things that help me, like motivate me to stay disciplined and go to the gym, would be like buying a new workout outfit, writing out workouts that I actually enjoy. Like I join a lot of workout programs that have workouts that I enjoy doing. So if you don't know where to find workouts or know how to write like your own plan, find workout programs that you can buy. You could easily look up like YouTube workouts, pick out different workouts from that workout video, and then write that in your phone when you go to the gym, and that way you're only doing workouts that you enjoy doing. I don't know if that really answered your question, but I truly don't think you will always be motivated, so that's why I say be disciplined more than anything. Remember your why, get a cute outfit, have a good playlist is another good one, but just try and remember why you started and why you want to go into the gym. And then good beginner workouts. I'm in a program called Sculpt You. It's very easy to follow, very good for beginners or advanced. You can make workouts easier or harder for yourself. Mad Fit also has really good workout programs. Like if you can't get into the gym, the physical gym, or you don't have dumbbells at home or bands or anything, follow Mad Fit workouts because she has home workouts that don't require any equipment. Okay, the next question is, where is somewhere you would love to travel to? That's a good one. Let me think. I would really love to go to Germany. I don't know why, somewhere I've always wanted to go. Just see like all the museums and the history there. I'm a big like museum person and history person. Switzerland because it's freaking beautiful. And then this will probably never happen, but if it does, I would love to go to Australia just because it's on the freaking other side of the world. Australia I feel like would never happen just because I do not want to be on a plane for that long, whereas Germany and Switzerland sound more realistic for me to actually be able to go to. Fun fact, we were all actually trying to go on a trip that stopped in Germany, Switzerland, and I want to say Italy through EF Ultimate Break, but it was really expensive, so we didn't end up doing that. Next question is, are you planning on staying in Arizona? Planning, no. Probably will, yes. I don't really like Arizona because it's so hot. I would like to be in a place that's more like progressive and diverse, but as far as weather-wise, this probably is the best place for me because I don't like natural disasters. I don't like snow. Only thing I really like is fall. Our summers are just really hot here, so that's why I say I don't plan on staying here, but I probably will stay here because I can't really handle any of the other seasons. Plus all my family is here and I don't really want to leave them, but if I could and I had the courage to just pick up everything and move, then yes, I would, because Lavelle and I are not like trying to start a family anytime soon, so now would be the perfect time to get out of Arizona, but I don't plan on staying in Arizona because if I had the chance to leave, I definitely would. The next question, oh, it's from Shy, is would you do YouTube full time? So I battle with this all the time. Like I think about it if I were to start making money on YouTube more than my actual income now, would I quit my job? And obviously, like, I would love to do that, but at the same time, I'm losing a lot of like my privacy posting on YouTube. And if I got big, obviously my privacy would be like non-existent, and that's something I struggle with. I like that I still have my privacy. I also enjoy having like a steady stream of income. But obviously if I had the opportunity to quit my 9-to-5 job, yes, I would definitely take it. I just feel like giving up my privacy would be the biggest thing that I would have to get over. But if the opportunity arose, I would think about it again and probably change my mind. Honestly, no, scratch that. If I had the opportunity, I would take it. Next question is like kind of related to YouTube as well, but someone asked for tips on being comfortable talking to the camera. I feel like I just recently got more comfortable talking to the camera. It's kind of like I'm talking to my friends rather than just talking to a camera. Obviously I'm talking to a camera and it's very strange because I'm essentially talking to myself, but I just think about like who watches my channel and who I am like talking to, so that it's more of like a conversation. Another good tip is talk about stuff that you actually enjoy. I used to make videos that I didn't really enjoy making. You can probably tell that I wasn't interested in it, but when I started making more videos that I was actually interested in, then I felt like I got more comfortable because I was actually interested in talking about it. Something else I didn't do in the beginning of like when I started my YouTube is writing a script. Now I don't mean like writing out every single thing that I'm gonna say in the video, but like talking points. I definitely still stumble over my words. I say a lot. You guys just don't see it because I cut it out. It honestly does take a lot of practice. I have been doing YouTube for since 2016. Originally my channel was with my husband, but I kicked him off because I wanted to like revamp this channel. I didn't start being consistent on my own until last year. It definitely took a lot of practice to get used to talking to the camera. Probably like a really shitty way to answer this question is have practice. Hopefully that helped. I don't really know. Like I said, I still say and I stutter over my words, and I have to cut out so many things. I re-record clips plenty of times, so it's a lot of work, but it gets better. The next question is, what motivates you to create content and what is your why? I actually really like this question. I struggled a lot with like my self-esteem and my confidence and a lot of self-doubt and negative talk. So what motivates me to create content is to push myself out of my comfort zone. Doing YouTube is very, not weird, but it's definitely different. You're recording yourself and you're recording your life and putting it on the internet. It's definitely uncomfortable. So I wanted to push myself to get out of my comfort zone and learn about myself and learn what I like. Doing YouTube has allowed me to do that because I am definitely more confident. I realize I am a terrible speaker and I need to work on pronouncing my words better. So it motivates me to be better and like for myself. Another thing is the sense of community I get from having a YouTube channel. I've been able to meet so many amazing people, and like I met the specific one group of content creators who have been so supportive and have like shared tips with me and given me advice on thumbnails and given me advice on like titles and vice versa. Like I feel like that's motivating because I know that although I don't have friends in real life who do content creation, I have other friends who I've never met but by the way before, and who are very supportive, and I know I can lean on them for anything and talk to them, and it makes me feel less weird about doing YouTube, having friends who are content creators as well. So that's motivating for me as well, just having like a sense of community. And what is my why? Content creation just makes me feel like I have purpose in life, and like that kind of sounds depressing, but sometimes you just feel like, what is the reason why I'm here? What is the purpose of my life? And I just feel like creating content does that. That's a very long, drawn out explanation. These two questions are kind of the same. One is, what do you do in your 9-to-5 job? The other one is, what line of work are you in and do you enjoy? I am a claims processor in the auto insurance industry or car insurance industry. I'm not an adjuster, so like I don't handle claims when people get into an accident. I'm more of like an admin for the adjuster team, but what I do, I'm more on a senior level, so I handle a lot of the back end processes, handle a lot of like spreadsheets, and I can't really get too specific just because it'll give away too much about like my actual company. Do I enjoy it? I enjoy what I do because I'm good at what I do, but I don't enjoy it because, how do I say this without like adding myself in getting fired potentially? I don't enjoy it because it's not something I'm passionate about. I would just say that. I make good money for my role, and my manager is cool, my coworker is cool. I love the company that I work for. I just don't love the industry that I'm in. Okay, best tip for a healthy marriage or relationship. I feel like I should get Lavelle in on this question. I would say from like my experience, obviously like I'm speaking on my experience and my experience only. Lavelle and I started out as best friends. We met at 16. I have a whole video about how we met, so I will link that up here, but we met at 16 and we were strictly just friends for 2 years before we even went on a date. So if you have the opportunity to be friends with your future partner or partner, I would do that first. Another thing is obviously communication. I feel like everybody says that, but that is really a really big thing, because you need to communicate all the things that you are like absolutely not okay with and things that you are okay with, because if you never tell your partner what you're okay and what you're not okay with, they're never gonna know. They're not gonna be able to read your mind. So I texted Lavelle.
So
Come here. The question is tips on a healthy marriage or relationship, and I figured that I would ask you to.
oh, and is this gonna be kept in the video? Oh, cool. So first rule is don't be a boomer. When they tell you, oh, wife, listen to your wife, happy life, none of that nonsense.
So I said communication. I need to walk away when we get into arguments,
Right.
whereas you want to talk about it now, but because we talked about it and I told you that that doesn't work for me, now we understand that like I need to walk away so that we can like process it. Alone time was really good, because when you get in a relationship, it's just you two. Like, it's always just Lavelle and Trenae. It's never just Trenae. It's never Lavelle. So having that alone time lets you be separate people. Oh, I also said being friends first, because I feel like that helped us out a lot.
What is it? Compromising. You don't have to sacrifice, but you have to compromise. You know what I mean? Don't hold on to stuff. If she says something or I say something, I'd be like, that was kind of sly. But try and let it go. Like, you be teammates. I always gotta tell,
Pick your battles.
Tell that, yeah. Like, we rarely even fight. It's because, like, what is there to fight about?
Yeah. It's
I guess.
really worth it.
But I really do think that a lot of that comes down to compatibility. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this is pretty easy. And I think we got really lucky because we got with each other and we really like each other and we're just super compatible. It's not like obviously we're not perfect, but we don't have to try very hard. And I think that was because we're like the right people for each other. Just pick the right person. That's like my best advice.
But how do you know it's the right person?
Well, things will be easy if it's the right person.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good advice, because your relationships, I hate that when people are like relationships are hard, marriage is hard. Right, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, growing together, I mean, people change. What have we been at this for like almost 10 years, right? Yeah, so yeah, we're definitely not the same people we were even like 5 years ago.
A year ago.
Right, I know, yeah, especially with this pandemic and stuff. I mean, you really see like all about people.
As far as marriage though, don't believe what people say that marriage is gonna change. Now, I would say that if you do live with your partner before, it's gonna be really easy because you're practically already married if you're living with them. But if you go into marriage with those expectations that my wife is going to do everything for me and I'm going to sit on my ass and not do anything, yes, your marriage will be pretty terrible. Well, not all the time, but you'll have those pains. But if you go into the relationship with like, okay, we know about how each other likes our money's separate. Like, Lavelle and I have separate accounts. And we have a joint account for bills, but our money is still our money. So that's one thing. If you go in saying like, okay, you're gonna do the kitchen, I'm gonna do the bathroom and the living room, then you have that separated. But if you go in with like one person's gonna do everything, it's not gonna work, because we did go through that and it did not work. And the end of it all, it's really communication. Like, if you just talk to your partner about what's pissing you off, what you do like what doesn't work, what works, like I feel like you really will have like a successful relationship or marriage if you just talk, because
and learn how to talk to each other. Because
oh my god,
there's several times where I'm like, hey, I want to talk to you about this, but I'm not sure I know how. And so then she'll be like, okay, well, what is it? And I'm like, well, I feel like, you need to do this more often, or you need to do this less or less, or whatever it is. And then she's like, okay, well, why? You know what I mean? Like, instead of going like, oh, I hate when you do this, you should stop doing this so much. Like, how can you not get defensive when somebody comes at you like that? You need to be very selfless too,
Yeah. I'm a very selfish person. You need to be selfless and like think about your partner and don't just think about you in every situation, especially when you live together and especially when you're married, because it's no longer like, it is about you, yes, but it's also no longer just about
everything
you.
Concerns me now.
Yeah.
We make it sound like, dang, when I sat down, I was like, I don't know what makes a relationship work. Like, I don't think about it that much. And then we actually have a lot of points. Huh?
I think we do pretty good for ourselves. Okay, you can leave now. I'm kidding. That was a lot to answer your question, but I wanted to bring Lavelle in because it's just hearing it from me. It's like, okay, but getting your perspective is also nice.
See, that's what makes a good relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because your points could have been shit.
I know.
And then I would have watched the video and been like, bro, you just lied to whoever answered that question.
Peace out. Bye.
Have me on Fortnite.
Okay, goodbye, get out. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years, I'll be, oh my god, I'll be 30. Ew. Hopefully I'll have a kid. Maybe a second kid. I don't really know. Hopefully I'll have a kid in a house. Hopefully I would have figured out what I want to do with my life. I've been really trying to like focus on living in the moment, so I don't really have an answer for this, but definitely a kid or two, a house, maybe a new car. I really want to get like a luxury car, just like spoil myself. I love my car, like love her to death, love my Coco to death, but I do want to get a second car where it's like luxury and be kind of like fancy. So that is all the questions that I have. Thank you guys so much for asking. I know a lot of my answers are very long, drawn out, but I felt like there was a lot to say for each question. When I was growing up, this was like one of the videos I've always wanted to film. I definitely had like a full circle moment of just like, wow, this is really cool that I get to do this now and that I have my own YouTube channel and I'm making my own Q&A videos. So definitely thank you so much for asking questions. I will definitely do more of these and I will get better at answering questions. If you are new and not subscribed yet, make sure you are subscribed so you can participate in my future Q&As and you can keep up with all the other videos that I post. Follow me on all of my socials. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
No friends of mine around, yeah. Now I'm thinking might have caught the June blues, yeah.